Hello YouTube, you have reached MTGNostalgia, the YouTube channel where we open retro magic boosters. Today I have this booster of Visions right here. Visions is an expansion for Mirage and Magic the Gathering, and it came out in 1997. As far as the story goes, I hope you can read this. The final battle for Jamura has begun as the forces of the evil mage Kervek swarm the land. A small unit of elite warriors, guided by messages hidden in their dreams and the knowledge that if they fail Kervek wins, is on a mission to free their only hope, the wizard Mangara. Heed the visions, and you too can help in the liberation of Jamura. Nice. Visions was the first set that was named after a magic card, because Visions was also a white sorcery that let you peek at the top 5 cards of your library. We're gonna go into this. The top cards from this set would be Natural Order and Vampiric Tutor, which have wait a moment. Only recently been both seen reprint in Eternal Masters. And then there are some other cards in this. There are some cycles, some new pitch cards, so like Force of Will. I don't have a lot of those cards right now. I have some in my collection, but I don't think I have a rare lying around. So I think I might have just traded for those cards and not bought any boosters, because I was just getting out of Magic at that time. I think I was playing the Star Trek and the Babylon 5 trading card game back then. Oh, let's get into those cards. Necratar, that was one of the more popular cards. It was a common, I think, and it had an effect when it came into play. There are some other cards, some creatures that have an effect when they entered play. So they had an effect of a terror, the original black creature removal. It was a staple in many black decks back then. Lead Belly Chimera. There were a lot of chimeras, I think, in that set. It's a 2/2 creature for 4 with trample, counts as a chimera, and you can sacrifice it to put a +2/2 counter on a target chimera. So you can meld it with another chimera, and the other chimera gains trample also. Wind Shear. An instant, all attacking creatures with flying get -2/-2 and lose flying until end of turn. That's nice, because at that time they were really getting into the color pie more. So green didn't have a lot of flying creatures back then, because in the very beginning, in the alpha set, one of the most common green creatures played was Script Sprites, which was a 1/1 flyer for 1 mana. So every green deck practically had a flyer. Kukus, it's a Djinn for 5, 3/5 trample. During your upkeep, if you do not control at least one keeper of Kukus, Kukus deals 3 damage to you and attacks this turn if able. It's also pumpable, and you need another card to play it effectively. Okay, that's interesting. Sisei's Ring, artifact for 4. Tap it to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool. Okay. Undo. Return 2 target creatures to owner's hand. That can be quite effective, yeah. Infantry Veteran. Let's see, 1/1 for 1 drop. Target attacking creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah, why not? Feral Instinct. Instant, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it's also a slow trip. So Visions did not introduce any new keyworded mechanics. They used the slow trips from Ice Age, they used phasing and flanking from Mirage, and of course trample and so on from the core set. And I think they introduced this when the creature comes into play mechanic, although that was not keyworded. Fire Blast. Oh, that is one of the pitch cards, because you can sacrifice 2 mountains instead of paying Fire Blast's casting cost, and you can deal 4 damage to any target. That is quite cool. That might make it into my commander deck, I think. Deathwatch. If enchanted creature is put into any graveyard, that creature's controller loses an amount of life equal to its power, and you gain an amount of life equal to its toughness. Oh, that's quite cool. I actually have a commander deck with Ramses Overdark who can kill creatures with enchantments on it, so that might make it into this deck. Cloud Elemental, I'm not sure, I think this might be the last common. I think the rare and the uncommons should be in the back. It's a 2/3 flying elemental, can block only creatures with flying. Okay. Sunclasp. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3, and you can return enchanted creature to owner's hand. So if it's in danger of getting removed from the board. Panther Warriors. Summon Cat Warriors. 6/3. I think I think the rare and the uncommons might have been in the beginning of the pack, because this looks like a common card. Hearth Charm, yeah, that's a common. It's a red charm. You can choose one, destroy target artifact creature, or all attacking creatures get +1/+0 until end of turn, or target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. And Funeral Charm is the black counterpart. Target player chooses and discards a card, or target creature gets +2/-1 until end of turn, or target creature gains Swamp Walk until end of turn. I think Kukus was the rare. Yeah, looks like a rare. And these must have been the uncommons then. Okay. So I hope you like this pack cracking. In a few days I'm hoping to attend the pre-release event for Eldritch Moon. Gonna make a video about that afterwards. Until then, remember to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget, when this channel hits 1,500 views, I'm gonna open this Booster of the Dark. Until then, see you next time.